ancient type of guitar was basically just a piece of plank, a wood, and then they put like a, you know, like a neck like this, and it's basically strings made out of. Sometimes they make it out of like skin, not human skin, animal parts. And I don't know exactly how it sounds, and even some plants. So when folk guitar was introduced, the progressions or the chords, if you understand what chords are, they're pretty straightforward. Even the strumming pattern, very soothing. And they usually use chords that are singable. You don't want to use chords that we use in jazz that is a lot more complicated, it's more difficult to sing. And when folk songs were introduced, you know, it usually talks about their everyday life, you know, just kind of like cruising and then telling you the story, the experiences that they have. That's actually how folk music, in my understanding, has evolved. Country music has a different approach also. It's a little bit, especially when you're playing faster songs. There's always like this bass line that they play. I'm going to play with my plectrum right now, or pick. And they always start with the bass. And then there's this technique called hammer-on. You can hear it, you know, that's what we call a hammer-on. I'm literally hammering the string, and it can be used in many approach. Like sometimes if you're soloing. And then let's move on to a little bit of the rhythm and blues. Talking about the importance where most of the music for rock comes from, and like I said, it has beginnings, lots of its beginnings from blues. But the setup becomes different. The technique here is something like this. It's called palm muting, and usually you put your palm right here, because if not, it's gonna sound very like scattered, you know, very. You know, it's nice to hear it that way, okay, but it has no dynamics really, it's just right? So lots of guitarists have learned to control a little bit of that sound and give it a little more chunky sound. For rock, we like to have more of a mid type of setting. You know, a lot of, just give you a little more. You know, a lot of the punch sound. But if you're playing like a lot more for, you know, like a strumming sound, if you notice, it feels a little bit too much attack. So we usually adjust, take a little bit of the mid, put a little bit of the bass, give it a little bit more body, more bass, not too much. There you go. That'll probably be too muffled for you. Too muffled, right? Yeah? Okay. So there you go. This is basically how you adjust your clarity of of the string and also a little bit of the bass notes. Okay? It gives you the warmth and the depth of your instrument. Okay? So that's for tone and the type of music that you play.